Okay, so this car's coming. As my dog has gotten older and in his teenage stage, he has gone from a perfect heel to a pretty sloppy heel. So I'm going to just film how I work on that. So we are out in my neighborhood, so there's going to be dogs barking and stuff. There's nothing I can do about that. So I want the leash loose like this. My rule of thumb is I don't want his shoulder to pass my knee. So this is a good heel. But the second his shoulder passes my knee, like this, I'm going to whip around. So basically what that is was he wasn't paying enough attention to me and got too far ahead. So when I whipped around, he got yanked because he wasn't paying attention like he should be. So you notice how now he's not passing my knee. So when he does, I'll try to get it on camera and we'll do it again. So this is a perfect heel in my book right now. I would love a little bit more focus from him, but we'll work on that another time. As soon as his shoulder passes my knee, I whip around. So you'll kind of start to notice that when he gets too far ahead, he catches himself. Like right now, if I stop and turn around, he caught that. I didn't have to, he didn't get yanked because he caught on to his mistake. We're walking directly into the sunset, so bear with us with the lighting. So I have him on a prong. You can do this with any collar, but I would be careful if you were using a flat collar, because those can be damaging to the trachea, as well as a chain. If you're using a chain, it should be right up here. So he's starting to get a little excited, and he's passed me. So now what I'm gonna do is at that line right there, I'm gonna stop. We'll see how much attention he's paying. Not enough attention. I'll praise him because he did come back, but that tells me he's still not paying enough attention to me. So he doesn't have a hyper focus like some dogs do, and it would be great if he did, but he just doesn't, and he doesn't need one. He still would alert me if he needed to. As we get towards the road, it's going to be loud. I can't really change that, but I'm just taking you with us on a walk, and we walk for much longer than this video is going to be. This is just part of it. So right now, it's kind of hard to see, but we are going down a big hill. So he is showing impulse control because it's his instincts to want to rush down to even ground. That's just what dogs want to do. So he's showing really good impulse control. And it's going to be that same thing as we go back up the hill. You notice how he gets ahead. So I whip around. So as we start back up, he gets ahead, I whip around. For a pet dog, a heel like this, that would be fine. But since he's a service dog, I want him right up against me. So remember that shoulder to knee ratio. As soon as he passes that, like now, whip around. This is our... That was my brother honking at me. This is our second training session using this method, and he's already so much better. Like, I don't need the leash to control him. So it's a really effective method. For the sake of the video though, I'm gonna use the leash. So, see, I'm gonna walk him with one finger here. He's ahead of me. I whipped around. He did not even need to get yanked to learn his lesson that time. He was just like, I get it, I'm too far ahead. And he corrected himself. The whole reason that this method works so well is because the dog is learning. Sorry, I'm having a mild asthma attack. Okay, so like I was saying, the whole reason this method works so effectively is because the dog is learning from themselves. Action and consequence. The dog pulled, or not pulled, but got too ahead, and it wound up getting yanked. You want to make sure that you're not yanking them purposefully. It's just that you turn around and they happen to not turn with you, and they wind up getting yanked. If I were to just be yanking on him purposefully, it would not work the same. He's not learning that from me. This he's learning kind of from himself. So he's healing really nice right now. But when he gets too far ahead of me, if he gets too far ahead of me, we'll try it again. And I can predict that this time he's probably not going to need to get yanked. So he's slowly inching further forward. So his shoulder is just at my knee. So he's not too far ahead, but you can see he's getting there. This is what I would call a loading moment. He's thinking about it. And that's the perfect time to whip around. So he did kind of get yanked there.